Maybe now it works? Maybe? Let me know if it's working now. I think I fixed it. Maybe? Which is like weird because I was just in a chat with some friends and like they could hear me perfectly. Well, I mean, they could hear me. But then when I started streaming, it was quiet. But yeah, I think it's working now. I can't see, but you're nodding. Okay. Thank you, Doc. Doc, do you have a sign name yet? It's important information for you to tell me. Okay. What was I saying? No, it wasn't like a bumped cable. It was a whole wrong cable plugged in. I think... Okay, so my iPad charger died recently. And so I took the one from my computer and so I had to undo all of the cables behind the computer. And I think I disconnected all of them accidentally. And then I plugged in the wrong one. But now, fixed, I think. So, am I audible now? Yeah, spelling things is really slow, but there are some really technical words that I just don't know how to sign. So, because I've always been the most skilled signer in my friend group. So I've never actually learned how to sign. So I end up doing a lot of spelling. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not bitter. Anyway. This is not the project, but this is the project that I'm really excited about. I don't want to draw tonight. I want to work on this. This is what happens when you take 2 weeks off, is that I did this one, which was really well received, and I ended up making t-shirts with it. And then this one took a long ass time. Look at his cigarette. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, that's that other guy. JC Lion Decker. That's my version. And this is supposed to be my version of Alphonse Mucha. And I've been working on this for probably way too long now. Probably a real artist would have finished it a week ago. But I'm taking way too long on it. And I'm having a lot of fun actually learning about or imitating Alphonse Mucha. Anyway, this is what I want to be doing tonight. Instead, I'm going to be doing Henry VI, Part 2. And what I was saying when we first started the stream is that this is the latest I've been to my own stream, but I was having a lot of fun talking shit to some other people, so I delayed my stream a little bit so that I could adequately talk shit. Because, let's face it, I'm a shit talker. It's what I love. It's my passion. You know, if it hadn't been for shit talking, I would have probably offed myself ages ago. So, shit talking, I needed to do it tonight. Oh, goodness. You want to be drinking a beer, Alex. A beer, you say. Drink a beer. I'm having a liquid death. Murder your thirst, I'm pretty sure is their slogan. Murder your thirst. I am an unnatural force. Fuck you. Okay, but like, really though, I was watching the BBC version from the 80s today while I was working. And like, okay, but also I'm going to preface with, yeah, I've had 2 weeks off and you'd think I could have like really prepared for the night, and like really read the source material and like really gotten ready for tonight. I didn't. Fucking surprise, right? I was very busy the last 2 weeks. Very busy. So I was playing Oberon in a production of Midsummer Night's Dream, which I thought would be really easy, but wasn't. I thought, like, Oberon, that's, you know, really, you know, a simple role. It's not a simple role. It's 10% of the play. 10% of the entire freaking play. Anyway, once we opened, things got easier once we opened, but it was not as easy as I thought it would be, especially because it was in heat, humidity. It was freaking awful outside. It was miserable. So, and all of the time that I had away from the stage, I didn't want to do other theater things. So I didn't read this play. I did nothing with this play until today. But the production went pretty well. I don't know that I'll ever be proud of my performance as any character, because I literally don't think it's possible for me to be satisfied with the work that I do artistically ever, which is interesting. I sent away a proposal tonight that I was like, it's fine. I'm satisfied with this. I can send it off. But I will never get to that point with anything artistic that I'm proud to have done the work that I've done, or like no, I'll be proud of the work that I've done, but I won't be satisfied with it. I always feel like I'm half-assing my work as an actor. And that's probably because I am half-assing my work as an actor, because I am half-assing it. I have a 9-to-5 that kind of takes precedence over these things because it pays better. If my work as an actor paid anything like what my 9-to-5 does, then maybe I'd be able to be like, okay, I'm satisfied with the work that I'm doing, but as it stands, you know, I got swords to buy. So, and the theater doesn't buy them. My 9 to 5 buys my swords. Or my spouse. My spouse is really good at buying me swords. What was it talking about? Anyway. I watched and listened to this play. Or I watched and like kind of read along with this play a little bit today. For the most part, I couldn't read along because I was working pretty heavily. But I did watch the play today. And holy shit, it's not good. It's not a good play. It's all over the place. I feel like it was a... It was a 3-hour play to discuss the action. It was a 3-hour play, the action of which could have been shown over 27 minutes. It seemed to be a play about Jack Cade's rebellion, which was in like 1450. It was during the reign of Henry VI, but before Richard III. I don't know that Shakespeare has a play in between those. Is there a king in between those? I don't know. I'm not actually British. But he was just a dude that was like, I'm gonna just like raise this army and fight against the monarchy. But Shakespeare kind of like aggrandized him. He like made him to be this like, he's a Mortimer. But nobody knows. Basically, nobody knows this guy's parentage, this guy's ancestry. Best they can figure is that he was a guy who existed, and we don't know actually anything about him. But this whole play seemed like a means to remember Cade's rebellion, which is fine, but like I don't give a shit. Also, you're on 24-hour duty, so you'll be in and out. You're paying attention mostly. Fuck off. 24-hour duty. Who actually does 24-hour duty? Oh, yeah. NCOs. Go dark side. Join us. You can sleep. Join the dark side. Anyway, I remember doing 24-hour duty, and then I remember not doing 20. I remember being on call 24 hours where I could just go to bed and hope that no idiots make idiot decisions. And then, of course, the one time when idiots do make idiot decisions and end up, like, permanently disabled for the rest of their lives, it was on my watch, but maybe it won't be on yours. Yes. Anyway, dude, get on it. Get on it. Go dark side, man. Go fucking dark side. Anyway, hey, you want to see what's funny? Speaking of dark side, I altered my thing. I think it's very funny. I don't know if other people think it's very funny. I don't give a shit about those people, though. So, to me, it's very funny. I put a Post-it note on that bitch because people don't need to know my prior names. But that's a Post-it note just savagely ripped off. Anyway, Henry VI Part 1 is a fucking mess, and I have no idea what to fucking draw. So, the one thing that I did notice as I was watching this, while I should have been working harder, is that it seemed to be a precursor to, like, lots of other Shakespeare plays. Like, there is a there's a summoning of a, like, there's a necromancy that happens in this play that really makes me think of, oh, well, he did that better in Macbeth. And there's another, it's even like a quote similar to that about, like, being like, not fucking up your friends while they're in your house, like, while you're hosting them. That makes me think again of he did it better in Macbeth. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in this play that he was like, shit, like, let's just get some shit on the page and I'll do it better later. And that was the main vibe that I got out of Henry VI Part 1. Or, yeah, Henry VI Part 2, excuse me. So I literally have no idea what to draw. I did have an idea, and I should have written it down, but I'm a piece of shit, so I didn't. Let's see what the Google says. If I Google Henry VI Part 2. Let's see what it says. I think it had something to do with the summoning that I was thinking of. But listen, today at work was a fucking fiasco. So, do I remember what I wanted to draw? Not at fucking all. Did I think very heavily about skipping today and just never continuing with this series? Yes. Very much have I thought about that. Because, one, who gives a shit? Like, I mean, I love the three of you that watch every week, but also, like, would you really care if I didn't do it every week? I mean, you'd probably find other things to do every week. And, like, what am I proving to anybody? And, like, what's the point? Like, if there was a purpose to all this, I would have, like, made a Kickstarter, like, 3 weeks ago, and I didn't. So I really thought very hard about, do I even continue tonight? Do I even bother? And I figured, yeah, I probably should because of those 4 people. Those 4 people are really cool, and if they want to hang out with me, I'll hang out with them. Because I like those 4 people. And who gives a shit why I'm doing it? Let's just do it, right? But that said, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what to do tonight. Not a single fucking idea. And I watched the whole thing. I read the whole thing. It's like not a good play. It's just not good. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Shakespeare for my an ability to think of anything useful to do tonight. Because I would be very good. You know, if it was up to me, I would be very creative. But it's not up to me. It's up to Shakespeare. He wrote this drivel, and it's just not good. And it's, oh my God, it's long. Holy crap, it's long. Like, why do we need all this? I found myself zoning out, and granted, I was watching the play from like 1980, whatever. And a lot of those BBC versions did really well, like held up really well. This one didn't. It just really didn't. Neither did the last one. This one was kind of in the same vein as that one. Oh my God, it was one of the worst fight scenes I've ever seen. Ever. I even like took some videos of it. I tried to take videos of it. I ended up laughing in the middle of the videos, and they were unable to be sent because I couldn't have people hear me laughing in these videos. But they weren't good. They weren't good. I sent some like little snippets, and it would go from like normal speed. Well, it would go from like stage speed fighting, bah, 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 with a sword, and then cut, and then suddenly it's slow-mo. People have lost their swords. Where did their swords go? Who knows? But they're slow-mo, like fighting each other with their shields, and then cut, and then their normal speed fighting with swords again. It was wild. It was horrible. It was wild, and I hated it. It wasn't a good production. It wasn't good. But that's what I watched to like get me in the mood for tonight, and I just like, it was because it was so all over the place and so just like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what I don't know what to draw. This is the best representation of anything about this play that I can draw. It's not good. And like, I keep trying to find something good about it that's like different from other plays, but all the stuff that I find in it that is interesting or good, I find is like, oh, well, Shakespeare did this better in a more recent play. I feel like this play was pre-writing for him. It's not good. So what do I draw tonight? Someone tell me what the fuck to draw, because I have nothing. I come into this every week going, I don't know what to draw. But this week, I literally have nothing. It's like the Two Towers. If the Two Towers was an absolute pile of shit, like, what would you draw for it? What would be your fan art for the Two Towers if the Two Towers didn't but barely exist? What would you do? It's not a good play. So, I feel like a stick figure, an arrow, and the word Henry. An arrow? Do I need a bow? Just an arrow. I'll give you both. Oh, that's a broken ass, bent ass arrow. That is not gonna go in a straight line. like this. Dunzo. A huge part of me wants to leave it at that because I'm an asshole. But I can't. I can't. Like, let's look at the rest of the images. Like, the rest of these images are not the worst. I'll be the first to say they're not the worst. Like, right. So that is another thought, Alex, that I had, is that the War of the Roses is like really kicking off now. And so I thought if there's like white rose and red rose, like, but is that very specific? Is that very War of the Roses? And if someone from modern day who has no understanding of what the War of the Roses was, if you drew that card in like an oracle deck, if you drew the card with these two roses on it, would you go, oh yes, the War of the Roses took place between, like, is it too historical? Or could it in some way be, could it in some way mean like a metaphorical War of the Roses, basically? I love the idea of a random Henry portrait with 5 others copied and pasted. I'm not going to do that. I don't have that in me. Because, like, what kind of portraits are those, Alex? What kind of portraits are those? They're not good. They're not artistic, but that's what I would do. Ooh, a splitting of houses. Because, I mean, in actuality, are they not related, all of them? I need to Google that. Because I am 97% sure they were all actually cousins. Let's see. Yeah, they were totally related, right? I mean, everyone royal is related to everyone royal. They all inbred to preserve the family line. Okay, so this, Alex, thank you. This. Let's hope Henry VI part motherfucking 3 is actually interesting, because this is a good, like, way out of the problem of what the fuck am I gonna do with this. Henry the Sixth, part 1. He's a weak ass king, which is one thing that I thought of. But I don't think I want to not necessarily show that that he was weak. Was he weak, or were other people just more powerful in a different way than him? In Shakespeare's version of Henry II, or Henry VI, part 2, he's weak only in that he's understanding. He, like, doesn't judge anybody. He always has a reason for this person did the thing that he did, is the way that he is. We should, wait it out and see what happens. If this, then that. And I don't think that's a weakness. I think that is a careful person not trying to make mistakes. And some people, yes, may see that as a weakness, but I personally don't. So I don't want to say that Henry VI is weak. But it could be that because of his timidness, that his house was divided. So maybe there is... Oh, okay. Tudors, Lancasters, New Yorks were all descended from it. Right. Everyone's descended from everybody. Except for the current people who are just straight up German, right? It's fine. I'm not British, so I can get away with treason. Because it's not treason for me. But yeah, something about a house torn apart by two different plants. Like, what do we say? What if there's like a planter and then two different flowers and you have a choice, basically, of like, do you go where you're planted and just you're happy where you're planted, or do you like go to the other side where like I don't know that I want to say that anyone had a choice, because these people didn't have choices. They're products of brainwashing, basically. Because it would be really cool to have like one rose come over here and be like, oh, I have a choice. Okay. Good God, this is gonna be hard to draw. Maybe a house torn apart by two different rose plants. That would be really cool. But I feel like that's way more involved than what I'm trying to do. All right, first thing, I'm going to set up my drawing guide. I'm going to set up to symmetrical so that I only have to draw one pot. Oh my God, I'm so close to the camera. This is disgusting. Nobody wants to see every single pore in my face. Whatever. It's been 2 weeks. I don't know how to set up my camera anymore. I just don't know how to do it. All right. If you get to see every pore in my face, that is my problem. That is true. It's my problem, but forgive me. Oh, Mama. Okay. I got a pot. Right. And if I were to draw two plants, let me look up rose flowers. Rose bushes. Oh, what do we got? Rose bushes. That's too bushy. I want like a stem. So like a rose bush would look more like this. A rose bush would be bush-like. So I wouldn't be able to really tell like two different No. Don't fall asleep, camera. Oh man, I'm really out of practice. My camera just tried to die. By camera, I mean tripod. It's one of those like ultra bendy things that I'm pretty sure I stole from somebody. It's fine. But it tried to ruin me just now. Okay, so, but I don't think I can do a bush. I think I need to do like two separate, no. My camera's too fucking wimpy right now. I knew this would happen when I set it up today. I was like, it's been 2 weeks. I don't know how to set this shit up anymore. It's gonna fall over. And lo, it fell over. Okay, but if I do this. What if there's like these scribbles are flowers? Okay. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Put a little oomph in it. Okay. Okay. We are going to split the canvas. Usually I'll do a like a color that is, yeah, the wilted tripod. It's like the fucking flower that I'm drawing here. It's unable to even. I feel like I need to care for it better, but I don't. And I won't. Until somebody, like, you know, sponsors me or whatever. Liquid Death. Sponsor me. All right. So here's the thought. Here is the thought. Normally, I will do I'll do, oh my God, why am I blue? I need black. Like normally, black, I said. Thank you. Normally, I'll do something like this, where it's black on the outsides and bright in the middle. But what if this time, I go half and half? Gasp. And then that, skip. That is, that rose basically is split up between those two halves. So it's like the white rose and the red rose, you know, the War of the Roses, you know, who's proper, whatever. But then it's also really relatable to people. It's not specifically, you know, English Civil War. It's also like your own home could be this kind of division. Yeah? What did I do last time? I feel like that's a similar thought to what I did. I did this guy last time. So I think we're good. Skip. Okay. Oh, this is going to be really different from anything else that I've done. It's making you think of the rose bushes in Alice in Wonderland. Partly white roses and partly red painted ones. Hello from the middle of nowhere, doll. Hello. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to turn the opacity down very low on that one, and I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to make it assisted because I am going to, I'm going to draw, actually, I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to draw the outline for, like, the main thing. Where's the middle of nowhere? Sketching, 6B pencil. Bam. Okay. Okay, so there's my pot. Dodge. What is dodge? Is that a place? All right, so I'm going to have one main stem coming up from the middle. And then we're going to go in different directions. No, God damn it. I just spilled a whole bunch of drink. Why is this thing just keeps shitting out on me? Hang on a sec. I got a major spill to clean up. Like a huge major spill to clean up. Like the biggest ever to have ever bigged. Oh my God. This is one of the reasons why I thought maybe, I won't come back this weekend. It's just not worth it. It's dripping down the back of my desk. This just isn't worth it. Like, you guys are really cool, but like, Jesus fuck. Trying to like do a thing without all the other fucking things happening is just fucking stupid sometimes. It's not possible, and it's fucking stupid. It's dripping down the back wall of my desk into the carpet. All because the tripod that I'm using just keeps fucking collapsing! And like, is it that important that you see my face? It's really not. I'm not cute. I'm not pretty. I'm not fucking hot. You don't need to look at me. But no, the convention is you watch people's faces while they do shit. So my face must be visible while I do shit. And thus, I lose my shit. The shit has been lost. I'm fucking done. I'm over it. Could it be reinforced temporarily with something? Probably, but who gives a shit? Where were we? We were looking at flowers. So I was thinking, you know me, and so it gives you happy brain chemicals to see it. However, it's always up to you. You set your boundaries. That's very kind of you. My boundaries would be very set if I had anything left to boundary. 'Cause it's all down the back of my wall now. Spilled. Like blood. Like the 9 characters in Henry VI Part 2. Good God. I'm not putting this over here by the camera anymore. It can live over there. I don't think I got it all up, to be honest. I think it's like underneath place. I'm gonna have to like move things and deep clean it later. But if I ever want to be moderately satisfied with my life, I'm gonna have to like finish what I've started here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I do like a little bushski, little Herbert Walker right here, like this. Is this? It is artificially sweetened. It's literally the worst, most pointless drink ever. It is caffeine-free Diet Coke. Why I even drink it, I don't know. I feel like I used to be like very dependent on Diet Coke to like, oh, this is my rush in the morning. Like, this is my caffeine. But I haven't had caffeine in like 2 years now, probably. But I'm still drinking this shit as though it does something for me. It does nothing, and it's not even tasty. It's disgusting. And all it does is spill down the back of my desk and just, puddle underneath. That's all it does. I shouldn't drink it, but here we are. Anyway, here's my thoughts for a rose bush of some kind. And then I could do like those are roses. God, it's so bad. When has there ever been a rose bush like this? One single flower per branch. Yeah, like feeling like you're having caffeine. You like that when you feel like caffeine would give you trouble sleeping later. Yeah, so I think that's why I started doing it, because I have generally really bad reactions to caffeine, and so I just don't have caffeine anymore. And this is like, it's awful. It literally serves no purpose. I should just drink something better. Less like it's gonna kill you in other ways than caffeine. But here we are. Anyway, back to business. I want to do this. I want to do it smaller. that's too big. I'm going to do just like a little guy right in the middle. Yes. And then this is like too uneven, so I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to add, actually what I should do is just take this and erase. Is my thing still on? Like I can barely see my center point here. But I want to get it as close to the center line as possible. And then I'm going back in black. What thing am I using? But I don't know that I care if it's in like a perfectly straight line. I don't know if I care about that. So there's black on one side, black on the other, or white on the other. All right. I will use my pencil, and I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna make this much more transparent so that I can lay on top of it, basically. So it's kind of maybe gonna look like one side is kind of branching out from the other side. And then over here, I am going to use the eraser. And I think I don't care if it looks sketchy. I think this sketchy look is kind of cool. So I'm going to enjoy it looking just kind of sketched. Like, personally, I think that looks pretty cool. Right? Where's that image coming from? Get the fuck out of here. Right? I think that looks really cool. So I'm going to leave it looking sketchy like this. Okay. So the next piece is more erasing, and we're going to give it this side. Actually, I really like the idea of it being just super extra sketchy because of how kind of shit this particular play is. It's all over the place. If you get a chance to see it, please go see it. If you don't get a chance to see it in person, you know, check it out on BritBox or whatever, because it's fucking wild. Like, it's just absolutely batshit, the level of just stuff that happens in this play. It's a lot. I feel like it ties in really well to Richard III, maybe. But I haven't read Henry VI Part 3 yet, so I don't know. But I feel like it's going to tie in really well to that. Okay. So here's my really awesome different piece. Let me hide this. Like, look how cool that is. You know, actually, I'm tempted to leave it right there. I want to put maybe a flower on each side and then just call it, to be honest. I'm going to duplicate this layer in case the flower sucks. And I think I'll put the flower like here-ish. And I'm doing all these on the black side in with an eraser. Let me take a look. What kind of, it's a flower, it's a rose, right? I need to find a good rose to use. That's not like a big piece of shit. I should just use, I could use the rose, like the white and the red rose from the War of the Roses. But those are so heraldic, Geraldo Rivera, that they're just kind of ridiculous that I don't want to use them. Because I don't want this to be like, oh, it's history. I want it to be like, oh, it's the flower. Like, I'd rather have that scribble flower, I think. Yeah. And then I want to put the other flower over here. I need to pick a different. I'm gonna put it on a new layer, just in case I hate it. You haven't used the word sketchy in reference to sketching before? Well, welcome. I kind of want to leave it at this, to be honest. I kind of want to leave it as it is. I need a color, though. I need to add the color. What's the color? It's blue, right? I have to add blue in here somewhere. What if each of my little roses, so they're divided by the same plant, but they're both glowing the same color. I think I'm going to add some blue highlights. But like in a really sketchy way. In a really sketchy way. And on both sides. It's Fen, everybody. Say hello to little Fendente. Smelling the spill that I just made. Hello, Fendente. It is Fen. Have you missed your friends the last 2 weeks? You've had no friends to bother on the camera. Goodbye, little Fen. I decided recently that her name is Fendente because she likes to bop me on the top of the head a lot. But I honestly don't want to do more. I really want to leave it. I feel like it captures the essence of like what the fuck is going on in this play really well. And then it also captures the like we're actually related but we're kind of fighting each other. And it also captures the fact that I'm ready for bed. Lots of capturing. Do I have one that is like half and half? I don't think I do have one that's half and half like this. Let's see. No, I don't have one like that. So that could be really interesting. I wonder if, should I like blend it out a bit? I'm going to try and blend it out a bit. But I don't want to do more with it, to be honest. But is that my fault? Right? I kind of like it just being really rough. Because, like I mentioned, I don't know if my audio worked at the time I was mentioning it, but like the thing that I noticed about this play the most is that it seemed to be a dry run for a lot of Shakespeare's other masterpieces. Like, when in this play a character called on a necromancer and like summoned spirits to talk to them, it was very, very Macbeth. And there was a similar portion where they mentioned like, oh, I couldn't do that while they're, a guest in my house, which again, very Macbeth. And there were other parts that were just like, were almost like word for word other plays that just weren't as popular, as good as this one. So I'm happy to leave it here, to be honest. Which is strange. It shouldn't be. But I am. Is it because I'm ready for bed? Also, possibly yes. But in the grand scheme of my art, am I happy to leave it as it is? It's weird. But I think also yes. I think, yeah, it doesn't match the others, but I mean, isn't that a good thing? I feel like the play didn't, it wasn't great. I feel like it didn't match the others itself. I really like the sketchiness of it. It's not perfect. Let's look for the chronology of Shakespeare's plays. Henry VI, Part 2 is possibly the first play attributed to Shakespeare. One of the very first. Which makes me even more pleased to just leave it as it is. As though it's kind of a sketch. Something that will lead to something else. Yeah. You want me to share with you a cat in a bag? Do you want to see a cat in a bag? Let me know if you want to see a cat in a bag, and I'll show you a cat in a bag. Do you want to see it? Cat in a bag? I have a cat in a bag. This is a bag. Inside, there is a cat. Finn, you in a bag? What are you doing, baby? It's a cat in a bag, everybody. Okay, are you ready to go back to the floor and be in your bag? Is it bag time? Okay. Alright. You've seen it. That's my crinkle cat in her crinkle bag. I think I'm done. I'm ready to be done with this one. And I feel bad for being like, this is so simplistic, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. I don't feel bad about it. Comedy of Errors will be interesting next week. And then Measure for Measure will be even more possibly interesting. Right, cats are weird with their plastic bags. Like, I usually hide this one particular plastic bag. I hide it in my closet, and then every morning she comes up and she's like, can I fuck up that bag for a little while? And I go, yeah, you can fuck up that bag for a little while. And I open the door and she zooms right in there and she fucks up that bag for a little while. I can't explain it. She loves this fucking bag. Not with her, yeah, she puts her teeth, but not with the bag. Like, what? Gee, like, fucking cats are weird, man. I love them so much. Anyway, this is a weird ass picture, and I'm both disappointed with how it turned out and like really excited that I'm satisfied with it at 9:30 because I'm tired. But yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm happy with the simplistic weirdness that it is. I think it shows Henry the Sixth Part 2 really well, TBH. But like, look at last week's or 3 weeks ago. Look how good this is. Look at this little baby crocodile with its little butterflies. Oh, cute. Next week it'll be Comedy of Errors, and then the week after that, Measure for Measure, then Coriolanus, and then God's help us, Henry the Sixth Part 3. Fish oil in the bags. That would explain why she just puts her nose in it and just licks it to all hell. I usually cut the handles so that she doesn't get stuck in the handles because she really loves licking them, but I also really am kind of afraid that she's going to get stuck in the handles and die or something. Anyway, I hadn't heard that they use fish oil. That would track. And she has preferences. She likes the thicker bags. Like right now, she's been in love with a Belk bag lately. But otherwise, Target bags are her favorite. Yeah, it's not that I don't have satisfaction from this result. I have a lot of satisfaction from this result. It's just like I shouldn't have satisfaction. I should have worked very hard to find the satisfaction that I did, but I didn't have to. Like, I am very satisfied with this one. I just shouldn't be. I feel like I shouldn't be. I feel like I have to work for hours and hours and hours at something before I'm allowed to find it acceptable. Versus this, I worked minutes and minutes at it and thought, oh no, actually this is the thing. Some scribbled flowers and opposite colors. But who is it that says that hours is good art, or hours means some, like, time spent on something is better? Like, look at TikTok. I will spend hours filming and editing, like getting the right angles, doing my makeup, getting the right costuming, doing, I will sync it up with music, whatever. I will do hours and hours of work on a short film, and I'll upload it to TikTok. It'll get 7 views. Versus somebody belches the alphabet, only makes it to J, and then goes, nah, I don't know, J is my favorite letter anyway. And they will go viral, and they'll suddenly be making millions. Like, what did you even do? So, I don't know. I feel like I have to spend a lot of time doing something for it to have artistic merit. But in actuality, and this is something that I have to keep training myself, keep teaching myself, keep reminding myself, is that artistic merit doesn't equal the amount of time spent on something. It doesn't equal your understanding of something. Artistic merit equals nothing. It's not a formula. It's literally artistic is what is inside. Someone show me the fucking formula and I will spurn it. And so I feel bad about this because I didn't spend I usually spend like 3 or 4 hours doing something. And then I still hate it. But this one I spent, 40 minutes and I feel great about it. And is that a problem? It shouldn't be a problem, but in my head it's a problem. In my head I'm thinking, oh, it's not good enough. I'm half-assing it. But I don't know. I think I'm quite happy with it, actually, with the half-assedness that it is, and that Shakespeare could half-ass an entire play, and it's just all over the fucking place. And granted, we don't watch it, we don't put it on, we don't perform it. Over half the people don't even know it's a play, but he still did it. It's still out there. People still remember it. I'm sure he spent a lot of time on it. I'm sure he did. But I don't know. I'm not Shakespeare. I'm just me. Having a bit of an epiphany at the minute. I do need to get better at telling my head to shut up. You know how you live your whole life, like trying to please someone, just anyone, notice me, please accept the fact that I'm not shit at one thing. And then you realize slowly, very slowly, that you are the only person that you have to please. You're the only person that you have to convince that is not shit. I look at this piece and I think, well, that's a piece of shit. And then I think about this play, Henry VI, Part 2. And people think, oh, well, that's a piece of shit. And yet, it's lived on since the 1590s as a piece of shit. Nobody likes it. Nobody watches it. Nobody reads it. Nobody watches it. Nobody gives a shit if you do Henry VI Part 2. But it's still there. He did it. So, who's to say that anything that I do isn't worth remembering 300 years later? If his work's a piece of shit and so is mine, well, then I think we're in good company. I think if it's a piece of shit, all the better. Do it more. Do it shittier. Right? Do it shittier. That's just for me and you. That's a secret message in there. Anyway, I don't cry in front of people. But here I am, live. So, I'm gonna, I guess, go do something else for a while. I don't know why I had to talk myself into accepting that I'm happy that I'm good enough here. Actually, I know exactly why, but that's for me to talk about to myself. Doll, I only cry when very drunk and when confronted with celebrities. But only like moderate celebrities, and only when a friend has recently died in the last like 7 years. This has been weird. This has been real weird. Like, I prepped for tonight thinking, yeah, right, celebrity, you've got like 1,000 likes on Facebook, then I guess you're a celebrity. This is weird. Why is Henry VI Part 2 the play that like hurts me? Who knows? Maybe it's because like your first things are the most difficult.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't like right out of the gate just hit a button. I'll wait
I don't know.
until we get some shit done, and then if we're just chilling, I'll get
Anyway,
oh, fuck yeah.
I think I have some things to unpack after tonight. Get it together, Reese, you piece of shit.
Oh.
You want to know about the other thing I've been working on? The other thing I've been working on.
What's like?
Just for fun. For funsies. I got this guy. Added some ink to him. And then I was like, you know what? I should do all kinds of shit to this guy.
Wait 1 minute.
I did a JC line deck version of this guy.
Oh, it's at the 1 minute mark.
And now I'm doing an Alphonse Mucha version of this guy. And I think she's my favorite so far. But I don't know what to do about this background. I got a long time. And I did a graffiti version of that guy. It's fun. So that's what I've been working on. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here for the Shakespeare Oracle. Oracle.
That was some big dickin' right there.
Next week will be the Comedy of Errors, and hopefully
I don't think so.
I won't find myself crying in front of celebrities again.
There it is.
Yeah, for some, the likes are all about fame. And the fame is all about getting money, and the money is all about just wanting to live comfortably. Yeah, living comfortably. That would be really cool. I'd like to do that someday by just making art. But I don't know. Probably won't happen. Not well. AI is making all the posters for the shows that I'm in. This most recent show that I was in, where I played Oberon, I refused to share any marketing or anything. I didn't even take home a poster. Usually I take home a poster. I didn't this time because it was made by AI and it disgusted me. So this episode I have no proof of. Just it happened and it's done. The Greek fencing battle was the beginning of that pose. No, the fencing, the beginning of this pose is it's not Greek, it's Italian, from like the 16 somethings, 15 or 16 somethings. Yeah, from a manual from the time that teaches how to fence rapier. And I just keep doing the same dude over and over again. And that's been a lot of fun. So that's how I've kept myself slightly artistic while I've been missing the last 2 weeks. 3 weeks? How long have I been gone? 2 weeks at least. But yeah, next week I'll be around, right? What's next week? Where's my calendar? I haven't been up here so long I don't remember where my calendar is. The 3rd. Yeah. The 3rd. I'll be here. And I'll be talking about the Comedy of Errors. That one should be fun. Because it's twins, right? It's a buttload of twins. So the Comedy of Errors should be fun. It was also Italian sculptors giving your artistic impressions of the ancient Greeks. Yeah, maybe. Or it could have been the Greeks. Could have been ancient Greeks. I don't know. It could have been Italians. Could have been Greeks. I don't know. The crossover is so muddy. I don't know. Anyway, here's Henry VI Part 2. And I'm quite happy with it. And its simplicity. And its sketchuality. And if you're not happy with the simplicity or sketchuality, you need to, 1, get a dictionary and tell me if sketchuality is in there. And 2, don't tell me because I don't give a shit. I'm happy with it. Next week will be the Comedy of Errors. Hopefully I won't... Hopefully it won't force me to reevaluate my entire life.
I'm looking back.
But it might. You'll have to tune in and find out, I guess. Or not. Thanks for the brilliant ideas, y'all. And just for supporting this real simple, real worthy image.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Alright.
I'm gonna go to bed. I feel like bed.
Dude.
I feel like bed is a good choice right now.
Yeah, dude. I completely
It's not even 10. What can you do? My cat has her head inside a bag. So I should rescue her and go to bed. Since my thing is prone to collapsing, here's my cat in a bag.
I'd like to take this drink. Can we do it?
Since it doesn't matter if I maintain it as a tripod. That's my cat in a fucking bag. Little Fen. You stupid hoe. You think she's still alive? Should we find out if Fen is alive? Should I pull her out of the bag? The word gullible is not in the dictionary. I looked just the other day.
I'm looking back again. Coming in for stellar game. Yeah,
Okay.
we're crunching on the blue buff here.
Hey, look, it's Fen, everybody. We're gonna go to bed, I think. Me and Fen.
Coming back. Never mind.
We're gonna read the Comedy of Errors.
Make sure that's that.
Are you gonna read the Comedy of Errors, Fen?
Alright, coming back.
No, she's not gonna read it. She's gonna make me do it. Oh, does your peaches squeak? Did you hear that squeak? Cats are the best. I inhaled an entire cat just now. Fen says goodnight. I say goodnight. This weird 2-flower plant that I should not be happy with, but am happy with, says goodnight. And my guilt that makes me think I shouldn't be happy with something that comes out of my fucking hands also says goodnight. Basically, I'm covered with cat hair all over my face. So I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna do the Wordle. I'm gonna do a crossword. And I'm gonna go the fuck to bed. Yep. God, what a weird ass stream. What a weird stream. Oh my God. I love all you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, giving me all my best ideas, and then, like, suffering me. I needed this one, I think. The human brain is always seeking happiness and sucking at providing it. That's true. Alex, I hope it's interesting in here. It's interesting to me. I learned something about myself and about art and about the world every time I come in here. I don't know, tonight was like extra. Was it that I took 2 weeks off? Is it that I don't give a shit? Is it that this was the worst play I've ever fucking read in my life? I don't know what it was. But... I've never been moved by my own art before. Weird. Super weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. You should all go to bed too. I will see you next week. Barring any calamities for Comedy of Errors. And then the following week for Measure, which is one of my very fucking favorite Shakespeare plays. And then Coriolanus, and then Henry VI, Part 3, Dear God. Like, please let it end interesting. Henry VI, Part 3. Holy shit. Please, somebody kill Henry VI. Ugh. Miserable. I haven't read it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know anything about Henry VI, Part 3. I'll find out in 4 weeks. And you'll all find out with me, unless you read it for yourselves or watch it for yourselves, which I recommend because I'm not a good teacher. I'm just drawing shit. All right. At 7 p.m., do it. Or stay up for the next few hours and watch a version of the play. It's all over the place. It's wild. It's batshit. I watched the one today. I watched the BBC one from the 1980s, and it has one of the worst fight sequences I think I've ever seen on film. Ever. So maybe do that. Maybe find the BBC version from the 80s and sleep through it. except for that 5-minute fight sequence that just makes you laugh and laugh and laugh until you have to take a video of it and send it to your friends because it's so bad. Which is what I did today. Anyway. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And for making this rudimentary piece of art that's like absolutely good enough. And I'm just gonna give you a challenge to just make something. Make something you're happy with. And like, don't compare it to anything. Just make it. Just make it and be content in it. That's your homework. Make something and be happy with it, whether you think it's good enough or not. It is. It's good enough. You're good enough. Just make something. And like, don't cry on a live stream. Okay? Okay. All right, bye. I'll see you next week. I love you all. Thank you so much. You're the best.